It is summer, and on farms and in gardens all across the tri-state, summer vegetables are sprouting up left and right. So if you are looking for ideas on what to do with this season's produce, we have some inspiration for you, courtesy of our next guest. From Rachel Ray Magazine, we have the editor-in-chief, Lauren Iannotti. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Good to see you. Happy summer. So before we get to the specific veggies, tell us why it's really so beneficial to shop for seasonal vegetables.
Right. Well, I mean, if you love to cook or if you just love to eat, it's game on right now at the farmer's market, right? At the grocery store, at the farmer's market, wherever you go. And it's important to buy seasonal because that's when you get the best taste, the freshest, and the best price, importantly, because when there's a glut of something, as we know, supply up, and we can get things more for less money.
And that's what we like seeing, right? So there are so many nutrient-rich veggies out there. I got to bring in the whole team now because everyone wants to get in on this. Each of us has a seasonal veggie. Vanessa, I want to start with you.
Okay. Hi, Lauren. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I have green beans. What should we be looking for when we're shopping for green beans and other members of the green bean family?
Aren't green beans kind of the unsung hero right now at the grocery store? I feel like we overlook them. They're so nutrient dense, they're so wonderful and fresh, and they're delicious. And what you should be looking for is take one, snap it in half, and if you feel a nice crunchy snap, you've got a fresh green bean. It should be a vibrant
snap it,
green.
Vanessa,
Okay,
snap
let's
it.
see if these are fresh green beans.
Let's see it.
Snap it like it's hot.
Do you call them string beans or green beans?
I heard a
Snap.
snap. I say green
You did
beans.
call them-
I always call them string beans and I get yelled at.
Yeah.
You say string beans, really?
Nope.
A nice snap.
No, you're
beans.
right. You're both right. Everybody's right.
We all.
I think that's a first on this show.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be nice if that was the most divisive thing we could come up with? It's like, you say string beans, I say green beans.
Seriously,
Lauren-
tomato.
Yeah, of course we want to hold on to this snap. So how do we store them for longevity and how long do they last? When should we actually throw them out?
Well, you picked the good one, Vanessa, because it's hardy. It lasts for a long time. You can stay in the refrigerator. It doesn't wilt. This is a nice, strong vegetable. You can keep it in the fridge for at least 5 days. You can, and there are all kinds of ways that you can prepare it that will make it last even longer.
That's fantastic.
I like to do a nice saute.
Sautés are a great way to
Yeah.
go, and you can mix it with delicious things like onions or shallots and butter. You can saute it. You can blanch it and then put all those sautéed things on top of it. You can even pickle them, and I was never a pickler, but then the pandemic hit, and I was like, got all this stuff, I'm gonna learn how to
Let's pickle it.
Pickling
Guess
string
what?
beans.
It's super easy and so delicious.
Well, speaking of pickles, we can deconstruct with the cucumber. Oji's up next with that.
Yes, I do. Hi. So they are a summer staple. So what do we need to know when picking out cucumbers at the market? Because sometimes you buy them and they're not crispy. They look hard and like good and fresh, but then they're not.
And you get inside and you got mush. I know, it's such a bummer when that happens. Yes, so you're looking for, you may have to touch it. I mean, now that hopefully we're getting past the pandemic, we can go back to sort of handling our produce in the grocery store at the market. It's so important to be able to do that. You want to kind of see if it's a little bendy, a little rubbery, no go, right? You want it to be kind of a dark green, no spots, and you can tell if it bends a little bit that it's past its prime.
Okay.
I usually leave mine in the fridge, so that's fine, right? And they last long. I know they're bad when they feel bad. And they smell bad.
Yes, you'll know when they're bad, which is, and it's disappointing. Sometimes you don't know until you cut into them, but they don't last as long as green beans. They last for a while, but they're not quite as hardy as that.
Right.
And the other thing to think about with cucumbers is that they are a member of the dirty dozen. So if you're worried about pesticides, and a lot of us are, you should probably think about either buying organic or making sure you clean them very, very thoroughly. I soak mine in a bucket of water when I get them home, and that gives them a little bit of some fresh water for them, and it also takes off some of the stuff that you don't want in there.
Okay.
My wife uses old wine that she doesn't drink. She uses wine to do all the
soak the
produce. So we just
vegetables?
eat and get wasted simultaneously. It's
I like
perfect.
that.
Yeah, right?
Good trick.
I like the water vinegar.
The
I-
twofer.
Yeah.
Water vinegar.
I love this segment. Thank you for doing it with us. I take all my haul and I throw it into my sink and I give everybody a bath. And my kids come
That's
over
right.
and they look and they're like, oh, what are you doing there? And then suddenly all the fruits and vegetables look fantastic. But talk to us about this basil.
Basil.
Please.
Who doesn't love basil?
Smells so yummy.
Summertime is basil time. Doesn't it smell great? I'm sure you're getting this.
So good.
Summertime is basil time. Basil is so everywhere in the summer, and you'll see it in any market. When you're buying basil, you want to look out for black spots. That means it's already starting to wilt. You want fragrant, bright green, firm stems, fresh. You can smell it. It should smell very, very fragrant and delicious. And when you get it home, You do not want to put it in the fridge. That will
Oh,
accelerate
okay.
the wilting. If you've ever done it, you'll see like it kind of goes black in like a day.
Yes.
What you want to do is do what you do with cut flowers, which is cut off the ends of the stems and put it in fresh water, in like a glass of fresh water, and keep it on the counter at room temperature. Change the water every day, and you can do what my friend Rachel Ray does, which is she puts a little plastic bag over the top to make
Yep,
it like a little greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
okay.
Our stagehand gave me a glass of water. He's like, I think you put some basil in there. And I was like, no, but I'm going to put the basil in this and drink it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Basil
mint,
water.
but we can
It's
pretend.
fresh.
Yeah.
It's delightful.
But it is fresh. It's fresh. You can
delightful.
put basil in a drink. We do basil in cocktails.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any
Okay.
herbs
Go
will
nuts.
give you a
Cucumber in your
fresh
water?
kick.
No, you can't eat cucumber pieces with 2 hands, though, OG. What are you doing?
No,
You're
because
like
she
a
said it has to be
little bit-
organic, so I'm biting off the skin.
Very carefully.
Yes,
Hi.
because it's part of the dirty
you might
dozen.
wanna- you
Yeah.
might wanna
See,
peel
so
the
Ben
skin
is our
off if it's
resident
not-
chef.
I'm the guy that knows things about cooking.
Right.
Here, right? Me, Rachel Ray, and I go way back. Okay, so
Oh, nice.
He's
are
lying.
they? Is it squash and zucchini? Are they different, or are they this? What is this?
They're
totally
different.
They're
different, right?
members. They're both members of the summer squash family.
Same church, different pew.
Okay.
Okay. How
So
does
they're
one
both
choose?
they're related. They're related. When you're choosing these, okay. So sometimes when you get a squash in the winter, you're like, I'm gonna get this great big squash. No, in summer you want a smaller squash. You want them
Oh,
younger
okay.
so they're tender because we actually eat. Obviously, we eat the skins, so we want those to be tender too. So you're getting kind of more of a delicate vegetable when you're getting a summer squash. Delicate meaning be careful when you carry it home because if it gets scratched and bruised, that's gonna make it. That will accelerate like it's going bad. So you want to be nice to them.
Gotcha.
I personally like to grill them. Zucchini on the
Yes,
grill
right?
is one of my
Yummy.
favorite things.
It's
I love that.
delicious.
You can. It's fabulous. You slice it up and put it on. It's so simple. A little olive oil, a little salt.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do. This is totally not healthy, but I like to slice up my zucchini and summer squash, and saute it in a pan with pepperoni.
do
Just like my
too.
mom taught me this.
Ooh.
So
It's
good,
the
right?
Best.
I'm with you on that.
Wow.
And I have a kid who won't eat zucchini. It's her least favorite vegetable. But you put some pepperoni in there, get that involved.
Done.
It's going. It's going.
It's almost as good as
Absolutely.
cheese. Let's talk about blueberries, because last but not least, they are on your list. How do you know to pick ones that are sweet?
So yeah, and when you bite down on a beautiful blueberry and it's like not ready,
It's tart, yeah.
So it's so sad. It makes me sad. So you're looking for big plump blueberries down here. Like we're usually getting them from New Jersey. If you're up in New England, sometimes you'll get them from Maine, and they're these little flavorful things. But down here, we're looking for plump ones. They should look a deep purple. They should actually, fun fact, that white on them. Sometimes
Yeah.
you see white on them, and
I'm
people
looking
are
at
like
one.
afraid. They think maybe it's like that's the pesticide.
Not right.
Not at all. That is part of the blueberry. It creates that to protect itself from the sun when it's ripe and ready. So that white is
So
an
this one's
indicator
going to be
that you've got a
sweeter,
ripe blueberry.
perhaps. Because I wasn't
Yes.
going to eat this one because I was thinking it wasn't ripe yet. Let me see. You're right. It is sweet.
Because it's Jersey.
Now I know.
Jersey blueberries.
My crush
Jersey sweet.
continues.
Yep.
All right, Lauren, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much. Great ideas using more of our vegetables that are seasonal.
Thank you so much for having
you,
me. Such
Lauren.
a treat.